phone.
Hi. Do we need to put the no collar on Blue Zipper?
If it keeps going, we might.
Okay. He was doing so good, and then Blue Zipper reared his ugly head again.
All right, we are live. Hello, this camera, right? This camera. Hello, I am Locust. I am a student of the occult, and today I am joined with a co-host who is a professional medium. And she is teaching me the ways of tarot, so I'm not a little scrub anymore. And she's going to test my metal, my pure amateur metal. Vanna, if you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Vanna. I was a professional medium for Tarot Paranormal, where they vetted me against 5 other people. Other than that, I've been reading tarot cards since I was 13, and I see dead people.
She sees dead people, dude. So, if your fucking dead grandma has been lying to you, she's going to let you know. She doesn't hold things back. That's the thing. She doesn't hold things back.
Brutal.
What's also kind of interesting about this stream is that I just got a new tarot deck in the mail, and we're gonna unbox it right here.
Yes. I've actually been waiting for this moment for quite some time now.
Oh, very good, right? Oh, and it came with a crystal that fell on the floor.
Oh, legit.
Yeah, tight.
Oh, looks like a quartz?
I think so. I already have like a pretty expensive quartz crystal. I have a feeling this one's gonna be for like love readings and stuff like that. But oh, here's the guidebook.
So far.
It's the guidebook right
Nice,
over here.
clean.
Yeah, and then
Very clean.
but it doesn't have a box. That's so weird. Unless we consider.
So, yep, some decks won't come with boxes, and then you buy, like, you know how my wolves, they have the pouch?
Yeah.
Yep, you get a pouch or a special box, and then that's what
You know what?
keep that
I
deck
actually, 1 second, I do have a pouch. I made one a while ago, and I can finally use it again. 1 second, be right back.
You got this.
Look, I already have a pouch. I made it. I made it myself.
Legit.
Yes.
Oh, does it? I need to see if they fit. Now you've got me in suspense here.
Oh my god, very scary moment, right?
I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe.
They're pretty big cards.
They look pretty solid.
Yeah, so I mean, like this is the general gist of the artwork. Oh, at the bottom of the deck is the tower. What do you know?
Yeah.
It's like a highly romanticized looking deck, you know?
It is. That's like really great artwork.
Yeah, right?
Now you got to share where you got the deck from. That's always the key.
I got it from Etsy.
Yes.
I got it from Etsy.
Shout out to the Etsy person who made these.
Yeah, I'll figure it out and I'll tell you some other time. Now let's see if it fits in here. That's the big question, right? Very big question, very big answer, right? And it does. It does.
Yes.
But I don't think the booklet fits in. Does it? Does it?
Never say never. Never say never.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
oh,
oh.
oh.
I think if I put the the booklet in first.
Let's do the booklet in first, and let's see how we go.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Progress.
And
And now the cards. Perfect.
almost, almost.
Perfect. You
Come on,
did
baby.
it!
Come on. Yep, looks like they do. Just
Huzzah!
perfectly. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I made this pouch like in 2020 during COVID.
And it now full circle.
Yeah, dude. And that was actually when I first started learning about tarot and stuff like that.
Nice. You knew you were gonna end up with a deck that was gonna fit in there.
Yeah. Deep down inside, I just knew, man. I just knew it. All
It
right.
was there.
Let's do
I'm
this
over here.
shit.
I'll
What
wait
is
for you all to
going
notice.
on? I already did.
Notice
What
what?
is going on?
Oh,
Look at
Danny
Mikey's
DeVito.
video. Yep. Oh my lord.
Hold on, I gotta readjust this now, Mikey. I gotta readjust this. All right.
He done broked things.
It's just Frank. Like he's just hanging out in the background here.
Right.
You've got your
Frank is just hanging out, dog. Like
you got some friends over there, and it's a thing.
I need a clip, and I have an excellent background I could use. And it's Tariq doing karaoke in Japan.
Oh, great.
And that way I can
dude.
literally just have him just doing karaoke in the background the whole time.
Yes. That's what we need.
That would be amazing. For some reason,
We just-
now this is stuck together. Hold on one second.
We just need a karaoke always, I would say. That's just me, though. Throwing it out there.
Wait, say that one more time?
I said we just need a karaoke always.
Yes.
That's how that should go.
With not a karaoke in the world.
Not a karaoke in the entire world. There's a karaoke thing on Discord that I was trying to sell before we started the stream, and I was so lovingly told absolutely not. I'm so sad.
There we go.
We're here. Woo.
We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Okay.
What? I'm with a man, I think.
Now you're a man. All right. So, Bana, as we mentioned, we did not mention this because we were off stream before it started, but she wants to test me. She wants to see how I interpret the archetypes scattered throughout the cards. You know?
We're gonna send you on a little journey. So Mikey and I decided that after the whirlwind of this weekend, we're gonna put you through a little bit of a ringer here. And the first question we're going to ask you is, tell us what happened during our trip this weekend.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right.
Here
If
we
you are
go.
not adequately shitting your pants right now, you have not begun the process correctly.
Oh my gosh. You know, maybe I already shat my pants in anticipation. There are nothing left in my bowels.
Perfect. Means no mess later.
Yes, exactly. Just empty words and empty gas. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So, I'm going to ask the cards, what exactly transpired with Bana and Mikey's trip? How long ago?
We literally just got back about, what, 3 hours ago?
How long were
Yeah,
you on the
some
trip
hours
for?
ago.
When would you guys go?
July 11th in the morning, up until about 3 hours
All
ago
right. So
today.
what happened in Mikey and Vanna's trip that happened starting July 11th, 2025? 2, 3. All right. How many cards do we want?
What is your soul telling
3.
you?
3. That's what my third eye
Perfect.
told me.
Perfect.
Hold on, wait. But first, we want to see pull what's at the bottom of the deck. All right.
Okay. Good deal.
All right. So let's flip these babies over.
And to validate this one, I'm actually going to have Mikey tell you once you're done reading the accuracy of it.
Oh boy. This doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we had the world.
The Welt.
The
The
world.
Welt.
The world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So first card that we got is the 5 of Cups. Been getting this card a lot lately, right?
Yeah, even in the other deck you did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, I'm just gonna go over the things real quick. And second
Yep.
thing that we got was the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. That's 2 5s.
Yeah.
And then the last one we have is the Empress upright. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the world, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
generally speaking, the world, this is the baseline energy of the whole thing. The world, well, obviously it's a world, so fairly often it does have to do with travel, but from what I understand, it also has to do with harmony. Now, in this deck over here, we have a sea turtle, and on his shell is the globe. Right?
So, oh, that's pretty. Yep. Yep.
There we go. Right?
There it is. Yep.
And he's got a little pagoda over here, you know, a little peak right over there. You know, so this turtle, he flows through the sea, right? And with the literal world on his shoulders, right?
Literal. Yep.
Yep. And there are mountains in the background in the distance. He's going places. He doesn't know where he's going. He just likes to wander where he likes to wander like a sea turtle, and that's why it brings about harmony, and it is upright. Right? What else?
What are you feeling from that card? What feelings are you getting? So turn off the logic, turn off the analysis now. What are you feeling while holding this card, while looking at this card?
Slippery. Something very slippery. You know, I mean, you got a little fish underneath him. Those are pretty slippery things too. Yeah. Like the word cherries come into my head for some reason, but I think it's because I was thinking cerebral, but cerebral is because you told me to not be so cerebral, essentially. So I'm gonna. That's an AOL. That's an AOL. I'm taking that off the thing.
Yep.
But you know, I think also with this card, the way that it's even formatted, like it kind of has that Zen symbol. I have it tattooed on me. I don't know why it's slipping on me. This. Hold on. Let me see it. Is it this one? No, it's this one. This symbol right over here, the Enzo, right over here.
Uh-huh.
I get that sort of vibe from it. But which is kind of interesting because you said this thing was a whirlwind, which is like the opposite of Zen. But, you know, that's not here nor there.
I'm actually going to double check that card because I got an interesting interpretation, but of course I was on the trip, so I'm not going to neither validate or not validate, but I'll pull up. Oh, they upgraded this. So the world, based on this, represents fulfillment, harmony, and completion. So you were spot on with the harmony card.
Oh, very good,
But
right?
yeah, but that's an interesting theme for the trip. But keep going. Let's see how
Okay.
this ties together. This always
All right.
happens.
All right. So now we have the second card we have is the five five of cups, right?
Hmm. Yep.
And it was upright. And this guy is it's cups, so it deals with emotions, right? It
Yep.
deals with generally, I believe, walking away from things. Um, the guy's face is very pale, right? It's kind of like he's sick of this shit, right? He wants to just move on to greener pastures. There are mountains in the distance. The the tree above him, the plants, they don't exactly look like they're blossoming. You know, it looks like they're in fact actually dying. Um, so it's the end of some sort of situation. You know,
What's the feeling you're getting? Feel the card. Feel feel the card. Just look at it and let your emotions take over real quick. What are you feeling?
sluggish. Um,
Dive deeper. Dive deeper and tap into the emotions. That card is accurate for the read, by the way.
really? Okay.
Yeah. So you're on it. But I want you to dive in. There's key things that I want to see if you feel from this card.
It's almost like dissociation that I feel from this card to a certain extent. Like, you know, when you disassociate and you start like going into another world and you just start like looking at it, like just dazing off, like looking at
Mhm.
nothing, but like in your head you're playing out like some sort of traumatic sort of bullshit.
Yep.
It
Yep.
it kind of feels like that. Um,
That's a good feel. And I'll give you the 3 key points to that card, by the way.
okay.
The 3 descriptor cards that they use as a general description is loss, grief, and disappointment.
Hmm.
So the feeling when you
Right.
feel the card, that feeling that you pull through,
Mm-hmm.
that is a good description. That's diving deeper than just those 3 key words. You're tapping
Right.
into the feelings, right?
Right. Right.
Which is perfect. That's what I want you to do. I want you to get in there and I want you to be overcome with the emotions that
Hmm.
come with that card.
Gotcha.
And you
Okay.
did great on that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All
Hmm.
right. The next card that we have is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, this is the Five of Pentacles, right? They're
Hmm.
in upright, so I'm going to say the upright so I can basically iterate the opposite, so I can process the opposite. Upright, there's this guy in this decrepit looking building looking out across the pond at this pagoda towering over him. He is left out, he's an outcast, he's not feeling great, right? But
Hmm.
since it's reversed, right? Perhaps he doesn't give a fuck that he's not inside. You know what I mean? Maybe,
Yep.
maybe he's all right being an outsider because he realizes that whatever's going on inside that pagoda is a bit of a shit show. You know,
Yep. Yep.
pentacles dangling over him in the original. Now you know the pentacles are under him. It's almost like, cool, dude. Like, you don't want me here. I don't want to be here anyways. In my life, something like this is kind of what I say is like, I like being where I don't belong, but I do not like being where I am not wanted. And it seems as though that this guy isn't wanted and he doesn't give a fuck. totally cool with that, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
And then, I mean, like, you look at the color palette of this, and it's like very, very brown, very grayish, almost like it's put through a sepia filter of like just dirt. So it's kind of like in the upright sort of state. It's kind of like understanding, like it's like basically the filter through which you see things. It's not the most optimistic sort of outlook, but in reverse, it's kind of like, hey, bro, it is what it is, and I am accepting it, and fuck it, I'm moving on, like, not moving on, but like, it's basically acceptance of the situation for what it is. That's the way I kind of see it.
That's an interesting. Also interesting. So that card in the upright represents insecurity.
Huh.
If you're reading a situation that's not financial, it represents insecurity. There's also need and poverty when it's upright. It's interesting that it's upside down, that it's
Right.
reversed. But I know why it's reversed.
Oh.
Once you got to that last part where you threw out the last bit, I understood why it was reversed. Continue.
Which part? I want to know. Or
Where
okay,
it's
tell me after I'm done, because I want
Yep,
I want
yep.
to be
We're not
cool.
tainting this reading. Yeah,
Okay.
we want you blind as blind can be, sir.
All right. And the last card that we got was the Empress upright.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at this card, I'm gonna look at it on my monitor. Hold on, let it focus again. Yo.
Love that card.
Yes, Queen Slay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Woo.
look at her. She's got the full moon behind her. Full moons in astrology represent completion, right? The completion of an event. It's a female card, so I think it deals with a lot of intuition and a lot of satisfaction, right? She don't need no man, but she gets the man. You know what I mean?
Also, read it literally too. When you think Empress, what is the Empress's main job to the Emperor?
To be his confidant to a certain extent, I would imagine.
What else? What is the primary function?
To bear his children.
Keep going.
Oh boy.
Keep running with it. That was your clue. You're on it.
Boy.
That was your clue.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Well, speaking of bearing children, we got flowers blossoming in the background. Very cool. It's the start of something beautiful, almost like spring energy, new life. Spring is I don't think I believe the Fool is associated with Aries, but the sun is exalted in Aries. It does very well, and it's very vibrant, and I get springtime vibes more than I do, say, summer vibes for this. Regardless.
Yeah. That was a very interesting one. I'm keep going. There's just you're getting some interesting synchronicities.
Okay.
With this card that I will tell you about after.
Okay.
Because it's gonna blow your mind. Keep going.
All right.
Keep vomiting.
Well, she's got the crown. That crown is majestic as fuck. And she's like sitting on like this bench that's like shrouded in like flowers, and it's like it's almost like everything that she touches tends to like flourish. Yeah. So whatever this is, like whatever kind of strange things happen at the beginning, it ended somewhat triumphantly. That's
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Mikey give his account of it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tell you why I'm smirking the way I'm smirking, because you did really well on this one, and I think you have a really deep connection with these cards more than the other ones.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, these were you like Mikey, tell him about the weekend.
So, would you, before we go into it, would you also agree with the slippery thing as
The slippery thing was interesting, but there was also
there was
different
two different
aspects
ways
of
I
it.
was taking that? Because
I
there's
got
the one thing as in it slipped through our hands, and the other one of slippery as in more of like the sly fox, the
Yep.
weasel aspect. Um,
There was
so that's what I took from that, and even in the beginning. Um, it
go ahead.
played out really well.
Yeah, the reading was very on par with
Yeah.
how the weekend went, but give her context and I'll dive into like the other stuff because it actually picked up on certain things. He picked up on certain things that
Yeah.
actually the cards don't read out.
Mhm.
Really?
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
There's
interesting.
so there was
basic rundown, it's fine.
just a basic third party rundown of the weekend.
Yeah.
So easy long drive. Um, the kids were able to make the
Salvador!
most of everything that was going on. There was wants of being able to see their brothers that were denied and removed the possibility through some shisty bullshit.
Oh.
However, they they were still very headstrong with it. We still got through it. They still got to do a bunch of really good things. And afterwards, there's the shisty bullshit was brought up within well, first and foremost, the lawyer.
Oh.
Which that in and of itself became, I would say it was one of those clusterfuck shit show episodes of like a TV novella. Like the drama that that created just blew up out of proportion with all the other like background players. Um, like the attorney getting pissed, this person getting pissed, this person is not responding this, and it's like showing this big shit show, so it's like expanding and expanding. It's like a little chain reaction of what the fucks, and then this isn't good, and then everybody getting mad about it. Luckily, not necessarily around us. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna dive a little deeper because I know where half
You
of your
said highbrow.
messages I did. Because I know where half of the messages were coming from because I actually didn't know how I felt through most of the trip, if you want honesty. So the world,
Oh.
you read the world, it represents harmony, completion. Um, but you said slippery, which was interesting because
Yeah.
that is not what the card represents. But there was some slippery dealings that occurred
Oh.
over the course of the weekend. So that's where I was like, yes, but also no.
Interesting.
Um, so yes, in the sense that you are accurate, um, and that was a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then no, in the sense that that card does not
Present
represent that.
that.
But
Yeah.
but it was also accurate, your description holding that card. The other part that I got when you pulled that card and you were talking was weight of the world on your shoulders because the sea turtle is literally carrying the world on its back,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
the entire world is just resting on the sea turtle, that poor thing. I mean, it's got a
Yeah,
bench
dude.
press at least like 50,000 tons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that was an interesting thing. But then you pulled the Five of Cups, and you have been pulling that a lot recently. I remember that in last week's and a
Yeah.
couple of our other practice readings that were offline, and I was like, okay, loss, grief, disappointment, all of those things were felt for sure,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Things didn't pan out the way that I was optimistically hoping they would pan out. But then you went deeper and you went into disassociation, which not everyone actually knows that I have PTSD and I do dissociate. And you pulled up certain things when you were talking about the dissociation, right? You were talking about mentally checking out, but dealing with something. I'm trying to remember exactly how you phrase it because it resonated perfectly, right? Like you like checked out, but not feeling, but then also like reliving things, I think is what you said.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So oddly enough, you picked up on that through a card that does play into it a little, but actually you dove deeper, which is really good because that's what I needed you to do. Um, you also dove into the reverse Five of Pentacles, and the reverse Five of Pentacles is an interesting card because it went from insecurity upright to security reverse, which based off of what we're telling you about this trip and this weekend, there's an echo, babe. Based on the events of the trip and what we're telling you, right, with it, it started out insecure, unsure, panicking, freaking out, right? But then also by the end of the trip, it was, oh, shit's getting real. And then that insecurity went away. And then it was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out where I'm not wanted. That's fine. But I ain't taking anyone's shit when I go either.
Right.
So that was valid. And then the Empress, when I said what is the Empress's main thing? So the interesting thing is this card represents motherhood, nurturing, and things like that. This whole trip was about trying to get visitation for me and the older children with my younger children. So that's where the motherhood card plays in. But then it was also interesting, and I left this description up because I was like, motherhood, fertility, and nature is essentially what that represents. And then in that motherhood card, everything about this trip was just being focused on being a mom and showing what kind of mom I am, right? So it was an interesting thing. So I mean, you pulled really accurate cards here. And
That's
then
awesome.
what resonated on the last? You pulled something else out that was not directly related, but very well intuition pulled. The new beginnings thing. This was kind of like there was a turning point during this trip. And it was a very solid turning point, and you saying new beginnings coincided with that turning point. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. That's why I said you're way more connected with this deck than the other one.
Yeah, interesting. Huh.
Yep. Anything to add, Ten? He's muted.
Because I forgot I had the mute for the echo. So there was the point with the how did you word it, Tariq? The loner being left out. And I wouldn't have taken that, like, normally I kind of was originally thinking kind of towards, like, the kids being left out with their brothers, but it's actually, when I think about it, it's more him leaving himself out because he sees everything else that's being associated with what we're doing, and that's why he went and hid. And that's what I correlate the loner aspect to it, because he hid himself away, basically. Albeit with the youngers, but it
Right. Well, I mean, like, I mean, with this card, you kind of see like the
kind of like watching from afar.
Yeah, watching from afar, but like houses, at
Oh,
least to me, symbolize, you know, kind of family oriented situations where people congregate,
yeah.
you know, and he's not in it.
It's also interesting that we're talking about watching from afar because I have to share something that was interesting. So, with this
I said I
individual,
don't have.
what?
I said so. We had the same thought, and I don't have to cover this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll cover it if you want me
No,
to.
please go for it. I'm gonna get some whiskey because I drove for 9 hours today.
Yeah, you earned it. Um, so it's interesting that you say watching from afar,
Hmm.
right? And
Right.
the reason why is because I got a message last night, and there's a lot of projection
Mm-hmm.
that happens between this individual and myself. Most of what this individual says that I am doing is actually what this individual is
Is
doing.
doing.
I was
Huh.
correct. I was accused of stalking, which I'm sorry, that was not the goal. Hate to,
And I can totally vouch that that wasn't happening in
Right.
any
I
shape
mean,
or form.
you have receipts the entire time showing exactly where we were. Um, but I was accused of stalking for
Mm-hmm.
one, and then I was accused of um forcing my will, I guess. I don't really know. I was accused of like potentially showing up at the house that I still partially own. I'm still an owner
I
of
would
this
correlate it
house.
with stalking, incitement, aggravation,
Hmm.
and there's another one that's on the top of my head and I can't think of.
That's fine. But he also said a specific location, and I had a weird feeling, and I couldn't sleep because of this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like we were being looked for or stalked.
Hmm.
An easy way to put it for you would be, the LA area.
Mm-hmm.
You would consider the, DFW, Dallas as LA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're in, say you're in like a certain, if you're in Hollywood, but if somebody says, "Oh, well, it's just because you just wanted to go down there to like Ventura," and Ventura wasn't where you were staying, but it was where you were driving around or being near.
Right. Okay.
And so you're being
So
like
so so
in the
basically so
message.
basically if you're anywhere within the radius, he's gonna consider it stalking.
No, it's
Well,
more
no.
he said the city that we were kind of near,
Uh-huh.
but like so we stayed in one city and we mostly visited another one, but in between it is the place that he mentioned. So we
Mm-hmm.
were going back and forth through it all the time.
Hmm.
And keep in mind, we purposely stayed over an hour away from my old home.
An hour away. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hour
that's
away.
yeah. This guy's fucking nutso, dude. Let's draw a card for the nutso. Where's
Are
my
you
deck?
feeling it in your giblet? Let's
Is
go.
Drawing
he
a card for
feeling
the
it? Oh
nutso,
boy.
dude. Hold on. We got
You,
these. We got.
you're feeling it in your giblets. I know you are.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Yeah,
move.
I actually am curious. Oh, look, candy. Oh.
So
Mm.
1, 2, 4. Grab these over here. I'm gonna chop them up real quick. Chop. Chop. Chop.
Slap chop.
Chop. Chop. Chop. All right. We're pulling a card for this goober. All right. It is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Hold on, I'm gonna share with the camera. Ace of Swords, but it's in reverse. So, and what this reminds me of this is my correlation, right? Did you ever play the first Mortal Kombat games? Remember the spikes that you could uppercut people into, and then they fall into it and die?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I just showed Mikey. I pulled that card because I was like, "Oh my god, I know this card."
Huh?
Sorry, he shoved candy in my mouth.
Oh, tight.
And I was like, "That."
White chocolate.
Um, God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things. No, you pulled that card, and I was like, "Shit, I know this card." And you're like, "It's reversed." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I had to pull it up,
Uh-huh.
and I actually just handed it to Mikey and showed him the upright, which means, babe, what is the reverse?
Should I
You
give my
already forgot.
interpretation real quick?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's why I was like, let him finish.
Okay, wait. But first, is Sword's wind element, or is it fire? Wands is fire. Wands is fire, right?
Scroll down, honey. It'll tell you.
Air.
It's air. Okay.
Yeah, so that would.
So, and I know like aces, they're basically they're opportunities, right? That arise, right? And so since this is reversed, right?
Mhm.
It looks like he's gonna come up with an idea. This
Oh,
is my
no.
interpretation. That is,
I'm ready.
it's like giving yourself enough rope, giving them enough rope to hang themselves, essentially.
Keep going!
Hang on, I gotta change my background just for that one.
Yeah.
Bring it up quick.
There we go. Yeah, so like, you know, it's a spikes. It's just like, yeah, I go up into the air and then fall down, and then like, you know, I fall into the spikes, the Mortal Kombat spikes. Upright, I mean, the sword, the encasing of it is just gorgeous. There's a lot of engraving. There's a lot of thought that goes into the craftsmanship of this sword, right? But it's kind of like if when you're aiming a rocket, right? One slight miscalculation could completely change the trajectory of where the rocket lands. So you can end up aiming for the moon, and then you end up, you know, falling into a pit of spikes instead.
Yep.
And then, like, you know, there are the mountains in the background that represent conquest and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, fuck. He's facing the base. You know, and that thing's going right through. So, yeah, I don't think it bodes too well for this guy. I don't think
Honey,
it bodes too
go
well.
for it.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm gonna let Mikey talk for this one.
What was the top three? It was.
Here, I'll give you. Here's
Bring
your
it back up. All right.
But
So
it's got to be in reverse, so it's the opposite.
I know, but like normally it's like a breakthrough, a clarity, or a sharp mind.
Mm-hmm.
But in reverse is exactly why we were laughing, because it is. Like you said, you have this idea, this plan. However, it's gonna come. It's not through a sharp mind. It's not thinking clearly. It's not a smart idea. It's gonna do something, and he's gonna completely fuck himself over with it because of that. And so, like, he's not thinking clearly. He's not doing anything correct. And in a way, you kind of nailed it. He's gonna end up fucking himself with it, with those spikes.
Right.
Your exact words, give him enough rope to hang himself, was the automatic gut punch of laughter for me.
Nice.
Because you actually said almost the exact words that were said to me by
the lawyer,
my legal team.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, look at you! You're growing up so fast. I'm so proud.
Look at me.
Look at you go! I'm so proud.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
that's
dude.
Tight.
I think this is like your connection deck right here. You're on a roll, man.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned from the best.
You're doing so good. Now we just gotta get you talking to the dead people on my walls.
Oh,
Just
no.
kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, we're not ready for that yet. That's awkward.
Yeah.
But the next one that we had wanted to test you on, because Mikey actually doesn't know the answer to this one,
Okay.
but I know the answer.
So
What you're going
it's a new poll.
You're gonna do a new poll,
Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be similarly related
Okay,
to all of
so
these.
put these cards back in the deck.
Go ahead
Okay.
and put these cards back in the deck. And we're gonna throw you for a little bit of
Arigato.
a loop.
Okay.
Arigatou gozaimasu. But we're gonna throw you for a little bit of a loop. And here's why. I'm the only one who will know the answer to this question. And Mikey has been asking me this question for at least the last 24 hours and then some.
Oh wow. Okay.
I believe that question was the number for the gift cards. I need the three numbers in the back.
You
Oh my
know,
god, and it's not going to be 21.
you need to go to the plantation, right? And you get all that
Me and all of my cousins were already here at the plantation. Just look at us. We're having a grand time.
Oh my god,
All the
very good.
all of the
Oh,
gift cards.
Dancing, man. You know, is that my cousin Zanjiab?
Yeah, he's right here.
Very good man, very good dancer, right? You know, he has 5 wives, right? He burnt the third one, right? Because she was
Oh
very
my
not
god.
honorable, right?
Oh, that took so many turns. Oh lord.
I like how you
Oh
said
my
5
lord.
wives and there's 5 women dancing with them.
It's like, oh lordy. Oh lordy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what am I
Okay.
asking?
So here's the fun one. Mikey has no idea how I have been feeling
Mm-hmm.
throughout the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess what he needs to, do you need to know what I'm feeling in the present, or do you need to know what I felt all weekend?
I would say do it in the present because
Okay.
I have my assumptions and we already talked, so like that way we do a past,
I didn't
present, and a
give you
future.
Hold on, wait 1 second.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hey,
I
awesome
didn't.
stream. I do see lots of potential here. I help you as creators grow, engage followers, and monetize, and also get verified KCIP. And I also promote other social platform channel. Add me on Discord, Stream Solution, or Stream Solution on Instagram. Doesn't even say where.
Oh, I'm looking him up right now. Right now.
Tell me more. I need to know more before I put in $1 into this problem.
Wait, can you request money over Instagram like you can in Facebook Messenger? Because I'm gonna start doing that with all the scammers.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
I would hope you don't do it on my phone, because I don't know where you put my phone.
All right.
So I'm just gonna assume you have it.
So so am I asking how were you feeling this previous weekend and currently?
So Mikey really wants to know how I'm feeling currently.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually didn't talk most of the 8 hours home
Oh,
today
interesting.
from Texas. So yeah, he wants to know what I'm feeling. He thinks he has assumptions. He thinks he has an idea.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
but hey,
All right. Let's
I'm
go.
a mysterious creature.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very mysterious, right?
She wasn't even telling me to break or
I gotta
anything.
take that energy off the card. Okay. Fresh start. Okay. So, God, please tell me through the cards what Vanna was feeling this previous weekend and her current emotional state right now. So, at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to put that over here, and then we shall see what we're going to do. We're doing 4.
Ooh.
At the bottom of the deck, it is what? I think it's 5 of Wands? Yeah. 5 of Wands.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll be sure in a second. All right.
Mhm.
First card is the 8 of Pentacles.
Mhm.
Second card is the Magician, upright.
Yep.
Third
Okay.
card is the 9 of Wands. They're all
Mhm.
upright. Last
Holy
card,
shit.
last card is the Knight of Cups.
You, honey, have my phone. You can track along with Tariq in the app, and we're
Oh, I'm
gonna
gonna message Kat.
don't message Kat right now. That's my job,
Mhm.
sir. She's my friend. My friend. Oh God, he's stealing my friend. Help me.
I'm not. I was going back to the main menu. Now I'm stealing your friend.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So we're starting with the overall. So let's
So
go over to the overall.
the base energy is the 5 of Wands. I'll show it to the camera.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good.
All right. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the wands, they represent combat, and you see this guy in combat with other people. I mean, you know, he does seem kind of unfuckwittable, but he looks like he's ready to scrap, and he is scrapping. Um, there's a lot of red in the background, which orangish red, but like it's still very passionate in the way that it contrasts with the white, creamy sort of colors going on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the feeling that I get from this is just like the white just gives me like this sort of creamy sort of emotion, and that's not like a good or a bad thing, so to say. It's more so like sensitivity, very heavy duty sensitivity. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
fight. It's a fighting card, clearly. So it's almost kind of like your guard is up because you are guarding that sort of sensitivity. So you don't exactly, I guess, like your lack of vulnerability is basically, you know, what I'm getting from this, essentially. Um,
I
because
will affirm or deny after the entire
okay,
reading.
okay, all right,
Because I'm like, this
Mm-hmm.
is your challenge now.
okay, all right. Well, here, like, I feel like I need to go into this like a little bit more to like explain. Like, I feel as though like the opportunity, like the color scheme for this card is very much like the ability to let the creaminess of your emotions be creamy is there, but it's guarded. It's guarded for some reason or another because not everybody deserves access to the cream, right?
We keep saying cream, and it's
The
honestly it's
cream of the
gonna
crop.
be. And then, hun, do you have that card up in the app by chance?
I did. I will let you pull it back up.
You failure, you
I
done dishonored our ancestors. That's the
I
Five of
may have.
Wands, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
Mhm.
solid. Okay.
so the first card that we are getting is the Eight of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you know, to me, looks like this guy's working on some sort of craft. He is building something pertaining to some sort of stability. It looks like he's building a lantern, something that's going to help illuminate a particular situation. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Away from him, behind him, you have two people kind of facing away, almost like they're walking by him, not really paying attention to what he is doing. You know, it's almost
Mm-hmm.
like the phrase being an unsung hero, so to say. That's what I get from this card specifically. Um, his hands are kind of decrepit, which means that he's been at this for a while. You know, he knows this craft.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and uh, and yeah, so it's working on something, which leads, I think, pretty nicely to this next card, the Magician, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at
I
this
know
card.
that card so well.
Do you?
I'm ready for where you're going now. Let's.
Well, like, dude, I mean, like, first off, let's just talk about the color scheme for this, right? Where it kind of feels as though that the sun is kind of setting for this one. The sun is fully set in this card, right? But it doesn't matter. It's more illuminated than that previous card. So whatever you have been working on, you are making some sort of magic out of this thing. You know, the violet, I feel as though like is about a lot of passion. He has this like little ball underneath his freaking hand. Um it's almost like he's kind of in this sort of flow state. And he's creating something. He's creating something, you know? Ready to fucking... I don't know what he's creating, but it clearly has to do something with the lantern. Lantern's illumination. So, through the illumination that you bring to other people and society around, you're going to be able to... You're creating something magical. You are the master of your own destiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next one up is the Nine of Wands. This is the second wand that we've pulled, and I know its fire represents like, you know, conflict, but I feel like this one it's more like warrior energy, you know, ready for whatever's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Sun's in the background. It still, like, it's got the same sort of color scheme as this, right? But it doesn't have that same sort of creamy flow. It's almost like the white texture is a little more solidified now. Things are a little more clear. Looking off into the distance, ready for challenges that are approaching. You know, she's got the pagoda in the background. To me, that's kind of like, you know, the house that he or she's willing to protect. I feel like this person's kind of non-binary. I'm not sure. Anyways,
Sorry, that was funny. Keep going.
Them in my tarot deck.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think this is like, you know, just preparation for whatever is going to come. And then
Nice.
And then we have the Knight of Cups last off, which is, you know, it's cups, it's emotions. From what I can remember from this card, this is actually a very romantic card. And it represents satisfaction to a certain extent. I guess perhaps the relentless pursuit of
The Knight or the Nine of Cups?
Huh?
The Knight or the Nine of Cups?
Knight.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Knight of Cups.
Oh, okay.
Things are blue, but it's not like a depressing blue. It's kind of like a very calming blue. Like, whatever you have created via magic and you're looking out for, it's almost like there's going to be some sort of culmination of it that is going to result in some sort of satisfaction. And I think deep down inside, you kind of know that. You know, even though you might be kind of guarding things, like this is the baseline, but like this is the end, right? You know, this is creamy emotions, not being able to fully enjoy those creamy emotions, and this is just like, who gives a fuck about the cream, dog? I got this water. I am satisfied. Nothing. I don't really have too much. I guess. Let me channel for a second.
I like where you're going.
The sentence I get in my head is, "There's nothing to scream about." I don't know why I scream.
That makes sense. Checks out. Actually, I think I know where that comes from.
Oh, really? Okay.
I do.
Oh. So yeah, like I suppose, like, you know, Whereas perhaps there wasn't the resolve there that like on your trip that you went on. Perhaps there's like kind of like this inner knowing that you have basically set the dominoes in motion to achieve satisfactory in this sort of dreamy kind of pursuit of the sort of house that you are basically defending. That's what I got. That's what I got.
You're pretty spot on. I'm gonna run you through them
Okay.
real quick. So we had 5 of Wands. You said guarding the vulnerability. I don't know how we got to creaminess for vulnerability.
Because the cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing. So that card represents competition, conflict, and rivalry.
Right.
Is what that represents.
Mm-hmm.
Which there is conflict happening.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Correct.
But the guarded is accurate because I am guarded.
Right.
I'm keeping all defenses up. Nothing is getting out. The vulnerability is not being shown.
Right.
And I think Mikey can confirm that because Mikey's used to saying me in all states of mental well-being, and this time it's shut down completely, tighter than Alcatraz.
Wow.
And remember, with the way that the question was, it was during the trip. So, like, we have the start of the trip where, yeah, you kind of went into a more iron will solidified mindset where you were just like, you just hard focused and tunnel visioned on, like, the whole point of it and prevented, the outside things from coming in. The any doubts or any of the other problems that we knew we were going to have to face, and you focused.
Right.
Game face would be the right way to put that. So Tariq, I'm actually gonna play off his because he's coming in logically because he knew that part, but I'm also gonna play off yours because I know that was intuitive. So Mikey was right. I did have my game face on through the trip.
Right.
Now I'm gonna give you credit in picking up the walls, the guarded. And the reason being is because I am on guard.
Right.
I'm 100% on guard. Like, I was completely shut down. Like, I shut down completely. All emotion gone. So that is a valid read. That card, how you read that card for this situation, 100% valid.
Tight.
I
feel like this card too was.
And that's the 8 of Cups, correct?
No, that's the 8 of Pentacles.
Azul. Okay, so
the I chuckled at.
What did you chuckle at? Hold up.
When he was going through it, there was some key words that he said in it, and I can't think of it right now. But there were some key words that he said, and I went, "Yep, that's what I figured." Like,
yep. And this one stands for diligence, passion, and high standards. The diligence is there, and you were kind of like, I'm also trying to remember the key words that you said. You said key things that stuck out, and they were very on point. That was the thing, and it did align with the actual meaning of the card, but then it also aligned with what I have going on. It's like the hard working, the sticking with the plan, the getting it done was kind of like the gist of what you were saying.
Also,
and that's 100%.
The unsung hero to a certain extent.
Yep, kind of like the underdog in a way. Yeah, the unsung hero is a good term.
Yeah.
And that is kind of what's going on, right? Like,
right.
and I'm kind of feeling that. So, and you pulled the Magician card, and I know exactly what that card means, and it actually made me giggle as soon as you flipped it over because that card represents manifestation.
Yep.
And manifestation.
And that was you didn't like you. He used you used words that are close to using like manifestation. Yeah. You were saying things like you're creating it, your willpower, your wants and stuff.
Right.
Making it happen.
It was every word but manifestation, but it was the exact same premise.
Right.
I was like, yes, he's got it.
Right.
And essentially, I'm going to validate you on this because you did basically say making it happen. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm
Nope.
in a mode of I'm making shit happen right
Nice.
now. I'm not playing around. I'm not fucking around. It's getting done. I'm getting what I want. And that's that, period. Because that's just the way that it needs to be at this point.
And it plays off of the previous card too with the Pentacles, because it's the hard work is you are putting in all of the hard work because you want to manifest what you want. Like, put it this way, like the recaps to like your lawyer. The recaps to the lawyer are facilitating. It's all hard work that you're doing that you technically wouldn't have to do, but you're putting in that hard work because of what you want, and because of that hard work, it's making his job easier, and then he's able to push and help create that manifestation of what you want.
One thing that I think I that I may have done well also, if I can toot my own horn, is talking about how it feels like the sun is setting in this one and then it's set in this one, but it doesn't matter because this is more illuminated than this. So the sun is kind of setting on a particular situation, right? That's going to allow you to shine brightly in whatever sort of manifestation that you're going to bring to the table.
It's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Correct. And that was a good way to put that, actually. And then that next one was the Nine of Wands, right?
Nine of Wands,
yes.
Correct.
Knight.
Okay.
Right.
Nine.
Oh, 9. Okay,
nine.
so yeah,
9.
so the 9 was the
resilient grit last stand, which I think you said something along the lines of just pushing through. It's a different feeling than the guarded. It's the charging forward, keeping going, fighter spirit, like headstrong, head in.
Right.
And that fits. That fits because there are moments where it's, how do I put this into words? Because I don't like vulnerability anyway. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yay,
what
feelings.
you are up against is so emotionally draining. You want to give up, but you are forcing yourself to push through because of the end results that you want.
Yeah, and then the interesting thing is this app says last stand.
Oh wow.
Which is interesting because that is, and I do, and I am like, I mean, if you saw me in a day-to-day, right, Terry, you don't see me in the day-to-day, so there's no possible way that you would know any of this in a day-to-day. Like you've got cliff notes of things.
Yeah, here and there.
Yeah, and I mean, and Mikey sees it in the day-to-day, and he sees the inner death, if you will, right? But that card is very accurate, and the way that you read that card was very accurate for where I'm at.
Well, with that being said, I feel as though that leads pretty nicely with a last stand. A nice conclusion, right? Knight of Cups.
Yep, and that Knight of Cups was really, really you said some. There's no need to scream about it. That's the thing that you said that stuck out.
Yeah.
And here's why that is so funny for me. So the card represents following your heart, right? And idealist and romanticism. But the key thing that sticks out in this is the following the heart. But it's funny because it involves my children. As a mom, I am excruciating. Like, I am that mom that is not afraid to admit that she will kill for her kids, right? Like, I will throw down with anybody and everybody to protect my kids, to be there for my kids, to make sure my kids are good. And that's kind of what's happening. But then there's also the aspect, and the reason why what you said sticks out and makes me laugh is because when Mikey and I get heated about this specific life issue, our voices elevate quick, fast, and in a hurry, and sometimes someone is louder than someone else in this room. Not to throw some shade or nothing. And
Yeah.
one of the things that I'm always saying is stop yelling.
Ah.
So, it was interesting. Yeah, no. So it was interesting actually that you said that specific thing because I've had to say that multiple times over the course of the weekend, and it's one of those things. It's actually a PTSD trigger for me when someone starts yelling.
Oh.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah, yep. So it's like it's gonna be fine. Stop yelling.
Yeah.
Kind of the price, right? Like,
Yeah.
and that was the most resounding thing for me that you said in that card. That was the one that stuck the hardest.
You hear that, Mikey? No need to scream about it.
Bah! Ba 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 ba.
Well,
Oh, I know what I want.
Next time you want to scream, just make a chicken sound. Yeah.
yep. No, I have to say, and this is a feedback moment,
Mm-hmm.
as your friend, as a teacher, this deck,
Mm-hmm.
you literally just opened this deck. Your other deck, I could
No,
tell that you
no.
were
This is the same deck from last week. Actually, the new deck over here is still over here.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's weird because show me the. I'm having such a moment with you right this second. Like I don't know how to put into words. And here's why.
Huh.
Last week, I want to point out, last week you didn't have the same confidence
Oh.
in reading the deck.
Interesting.
You were very, and I'm not saying this isn't a hit, right?
Yeah.
Because the more you practice, I told you, the more
Yeah.
natural it becomes. It was interesting because you were more focused on the studious aspect of it. Study the
Right.
card, what, right? But
Right.
this time, and I'm very proud of you for this one.
Thank
This
you.
time, you were very into your feeling. You were very into the intuition, and you were actually using the cards to communicate things that were deeper than the cards themselves,
Interesting. Yeah, it's
which is
it's
what
almost
should
like
be done.
they're kind of like mirrors, right? Like funhouse mirrors.
Right.
That's the way I'm kind of seeing
Yep.
them. And
Exactly.
sometimes funhouse mirrors will show you some very funny things about yourself. You know what the funny thing is about this deck? I am 150% sure that these are AI generated, just because speaking of like funhouse mirrors and funky stuff, because the hands are so fucked up in all of these.
Are their hands all like
Maybe the artist
Like-
just can't do hands though.
Hands are like this in it.
strong hand?
But I mean, like, to a certain extent, I kind of feel as though that's kind of cool that like it's AI generated, which means that like it truly came from the cosmos.
Yeah.
Know?
It like just got pulled straight in,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. As imperfect as they are, I think this deck kind of works for me in that sort of regard.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I mean, this week your confidence level was way up, and the fact that we gave you something targeted to read, I think it allowed you to really tap in.
Right.
Because when you do general,
Mm-hmm.
and this is kind of like a keynote for anyone who's reading, right? Like when you do general, you really don't know what the fuck you're gonna get.
Right. Right.
You really don't. And we asked you two things. We literally just got back from this trip. We didn't talk to anyone, at least I don't think we talked to you at all during this trip.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I know I didn't talk to you.
I
was
didn't talk to
focused.
anybody during the whole trip.
I didn't think so either. I think we only talked to like your mom, my mom, and my auntie during this
The
entire
only
trip.
person, there was the only person that I talked to outside of like our family was Taco, and that's because I sent him the picture of "Let's talk about it" on the taco shop, and then he just said, "Oh, where'd you find that?" I said, "Texas." He's like, "Oh." And I was like, oh yeah, we on a trip, and he's like, all right, cool, have fun, see you when you get back. Like,
May the odds be
real
ever in your
simple.
favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we didn't talk to anybody really about the trip or what was going on the trip. It was, hey, we're here, mission focus, getting shit done, and then come home. So we're having you read it fresh off the press, right?
Right.
No context thrown at you. It's just like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
what happened?
Just do it, huh?
Get her done. Yay. And you did really, really well considering we didn't tell you.
Thank you.
I don't think we even told you what we were going down there for. Now that I think about it.
So.
I don't even think we told you we were
No.
going.
No.
You told me that you guys were going to Texas when we started setting up this thing, but you didn't tell me like what it was for. I thought it was for like a wedding or something like that. I wasn't exactly sure.
Yeah, no. So you read up on a lot of things that I think if we had done something general, you wouldn't have been able to pinpoint specific things like you did.
Right. Let me get some incense real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and I also I messaged Ebby. She still works at the place. They do daycare and boarding.
Are we gonna discuss the logistics of our dog?
No, I was just saying, like, she still works there, and they do boarding.
Okay.
But it's at the Point Loma location.
That's fine. I like Point Loma.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. She was wondering if it may be inconvenient for where that location's at, but that's where. That's the place. That's the one that she works at, but there's others. But
there's also Breakfast Republic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and Stone. And even better, because we're driving, that means I could go to the market and I can get, if it's in season, a box of Pliny the Elder.
On one condition.
Which can't be bought out here.
There's a condition to this.
There's always conditions.
There was a lot of stuff I wanted at the market.
You know they sell dog clothes at that market too, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's back with his daffodil daydream, right?
Very good.
Oh shit!
Very good Indian accent. You are getting very good at this. I think you are Indian yourself, my friend. Very good.
What was it that I said? I was like, oh well,
daffodiling.
Right? I told Matthew, I was like, oh well, it's okay. Don't worry, Semir. We'll just exchange your presents for like potpourri and daffodil daydream scents or something like on the drive.
Yep.
All right. So you wanted me to read for Mikey, right?
Yeah, he wanted you to lay out his next week, but here's the kicker. He doesn't want to know what's supposed to happen next week, and then I'm supposed to report back when we hop on again.
Yeah, and then
and let you know.
The other side note, which we don't have to worry about because you don't have your deck out. Because what I was gonna do was have, like, in case she was reading with her deck along with you, I was gonna have her not draw, so it's purely on you. But we don't have to go that far because she doesn't have hers out. So I will leave you with all of your cousins dancing in the background. I will take off my headset and let you guys do this.
Please,
and
I need to see the dancing, but do they show Bob, right? Very good.
I can't show. I know that's after party.
We need Bob, right? Bob the Builder. All right. So, filling these bad boys out. Shit.
Yep. And he is exiting the building. Ish.
Okay. All right.
Well, get away from the screen, sir. You're all up in here.
Please let me know what's gonna go on with Mike Lauerman's week ahead.
That was so specific.
Yeah. I feel like I have to be specific.
I mean, there's only so many mics in the world.
I know. All right. So, at the base of the.
We're
Let's pull
getting,
out the base card. All
yeah,
right.
definitely, and we're getting slight judgment looks. Just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice.
All right. So at the base of the deck, we have the
Mm-hmm.
Ace of Cups upright.
Okay, good deal.
First card is the Sun.
Oh, that's oddly pleasant.
Yeah. Second card
Holy
is.
snap.
Oh, we pulled this guy again.
Oh, that one just keeps coming, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Nine of Wands upright. Third card is the Fool in reverse.
That is actually not a bad thing.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah, that's not a bad thing at all.
And the last card, Judgment.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's crazy.
No, buddy.
Is Judgment the last of the major arcana?
I'm double checking, but I believe it is. Yeah.
So you
No,
have
the
the.
world is.
Oh, the
It's
world
the
is okay.
second to last.
Okay.
That one is the second to. Oh, buddy. And that one's up, right?
Yep.
Holy shit, monkers. Um, holy shit. Okay. Um, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Dude, this is a wild one. Where's the Oh my God. Oh wow, okay. And then okay. I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah,
Like
it's a. I mean, like I don't know too
this
much,
is
but I know that is.
this is I mean, we started off okay.
Yeah.
And then we got to well, holy wow, that as he eats a cookie and walks away. Yeah.
I guess we're gonna hop into it. First off,
I
it's
guess yeah,
the
damn.
Ace of Cups. Um,
Yeah.
upright. It's you got this fish dancing around a bowl, a ramen bowl that has no
Great call.
ramen, but the waves kind of look like they could be ramen, but it's like
Mhm.
there we go. It's a little more focused now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I mean,
Ace of
it's
it's emotions, right? I feel
yeah,
as though like clarity with emotions when it comes down to something, you know. Uh
that's probably a good read because the thing that I get in my little guide,
huh.
my handy dandy guide, is it does talk about feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but it says new, but I feel like yours is more in alignment.
Yeah, I don't know. I and also like at the bottom of the bowl, there's like blossoming flowers as well. You know, it's almost
Yeah.
like the water is kind of like. It's interesting because like generally speaking, water nourishes plants, but in this sort of case, it's almost like the soil is the plants and the water is kind of being held by that sort of
Mhm.
like blossoming sort of energy, so to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, oh no, there are noodles over there, but
Oh, we love noodles.
yeah. So like, there's like a ball of noodles over there. They're not fully wet yet, so I suppose it's allowing allowing the water, so to say, to consume the noodles. So you have some sustenance that comes from these from this infinite pour of like I guess good emotions. I mean that fish seems really happy to be in this water, even though he's in a bowl of
Yeah,
ramen. But
yeah,
perhaps
for
we're all in a
sure.
bowl of ramen in our own sort of way.
I mean, who doesn't want to be in a bowl of ramen,
Dude, fuck yeah. All right.
right?
So next up, we have the sun upright.
Totally happy card.
Yeah, I mean, like, and also Leo season is approaching, right? And Leo
Oh
is
yeah.
ruled by the sun. Um, birds are flocking around. The flowers are sprouting or they're blossoming. There's a lot of
Hmm.
blossoming energy going on over here. And all sorts of different flowers, all sorts of different scents. It's very sensory, is what I'm
It
feeling.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
um, and sun is rising. It's the dawn of a new day. You know, um,
Yeah.
so
Have you seen Sister Act? I don't mean to cut you off, but have you
no,
seen Sister Act?
no.
So there's a song in Sister Act, and I have to share it with you because you have this card in your hand,
Mm-hmm.
and as you're talking, I'm equally getting stuff because I
Yeah.
obviously I don't know how his week's gonna go,
Right.
right? And I'm
Right.
getting stuff with you. And the song "Oh Happy Day"
Huh.
from that movie started playing
In
in
your
my
head.
head.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's Claire audience.
Yep. The Claire audience is there, and and you're getting the feelings, right? You're getting,
Yeah.
I guess it's sentience. I'm probably wrong. There's Claire senses. We should cover them eventually. I'll
Right.
teach
Yeah.
them to you
Cool.
eventually,
I know.
right?
I know.
But
I know. I have claircognizance. Um,
yep,
but
yep.
I mean, like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I have anything else. Um, but yeah,
But
that's
it's,
something.
I
Something.
wonder
Some
what that
dawn of a new day. Something.
some,
Something over the horizon. But whatever that
no,
dawn over the new horizon is, he's gonna have to
that's
fight
gonna,
for it.
it's gonna bother me. It's like, fuck, what is it? That's so fucked. It's like, what is it? I need to know. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so we
Yeah,
have the
but I
Nine
mean,
of
like,
Wands.
whatever it is, like, look at the way how it's like so symmetrically like illuminating the sky with its rays, though.
Yeah.
Like,
It's it's so clean. Basically like you said, it's very sensory. It's
yeah,
very like everything is new and good and fuck, it even looks like the birds are singing like
yeah,
Snow
dude,
White.
and like, dude, there's even like, I'm noticing there's even water. It's like you got all the elements over here,
Yeah,
all the elements at play, and everything revolves around the sun to some
yeah,
extent or another. So it's life force energy.
for sure. It's like a huge positive
Yeah,
interest.
yeah. So, but whatever it is, there's gonna have to fight for it, right? This guy
Mm-hmm.
comes up again.
Yep.
Wands. Like we said in the previous reading, it's almost like a last stand, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that last stand, I guess, like it. So it's a fool. So this is it upright, the fool, right? You've
Mm-hmm.
got
That makes sense.
you've got a kitty. You've got like a child with kitty ears, right?
Mhm.
He's marching, gallivanting, ready for a new adventure. The moon is full, um, but like it's almost like if things don't seem like they're going like they should, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're fighting
Yeah,
for.
it's weird because it's like here, I want to pull that one specifically because I'm like,
Uh-huh.
it's not technically bad, but it's also weird. So in
Like
the
the
upright,
fool represents new beginnings, right? So this fight,
yeah,
it's something
new
that's been going on
beginnings.
for quite some time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it represents new beginnings, innocence, free spirit, but it's in the reverse, which is, yeah, that validates what you're saying. And there's other parts to it. And I'm trying to see what this is correlating too. And it's funny because at the beginning I thought, well, maybe I know what this might be for, but then
Not.
now
Yeah.
I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah. But like, I mean, like again, like paired with this card, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
there's no innocence with
Mm-hmm.
this. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
when you realize some things are worth fighting for, I feel like innocence kind of gets thrown out the window,
Out the
right?
window. Mm-hmm.
And you know, like this card, it's a child, so it could
Yeah.
involve a child. You know, it could
Yeah.
involve fighting to preserve some semblance of innocence, right? But
Yeah.
it also, to me, kind of shows that, like, you know, in the movies where, like, the fight does not seem to be going right, and then, like, you think the main character is gonna lose a battle, but then at the end,
Yeah.
like, at the 11th hour, like,
It's like,
they pull through.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
Yeah.
feel as though is gonna kind of happen with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's checking out, right? Like, I mean, here's what's interesting about what you're saying. Actually, I had it. I had something, and then I didn't have something. Um, no, it's weird because you had mentioned the 11th hour. You mentioned the innocence, maybe a child,
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to preserve the innocence, but then there's also the aspect of like needing to grow or like playing a mature role, and then it's got the judgment. Judgment is a hard card for me to read in most situations.
Right.
This deck portrays it positively.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Most decks portray it negatively, but it shows reflection, reckoning, and awakening.
Well, like, but also like with this card specifically, I feel as though there's like some semblance of acceptance of what
Mm-hmm.
is. You know, like
Right.
detachment.
Yeah.
Almost like she's an empty vessel, enlightened to a certain extent. I
An
mean,
odd,
you got the white lotuses over here too, which are associated with Buddha as well, right?
yeah. It's like an odd zen kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the feeling is just so, it's like a weird, unnerving, but really great calm.
Right. It to me it's the transcending duality to a certain extent. You know, like
Yeah.
in the Matrix, when in the last fight in the first movie, where Smith sticks his hand through Neo's body and Neo just kind of accepts it,
Yeah.
and through
Yeah.
the acceptance of it, the integration of the polarity and collapsing duality on itself, he is able to essentially defeat Smith with absolute ease.
Yeah. That's a good, that's a good analogy for it. That's a good reference for it.
Right?
I can see that. And I'm wondering, like, now it makes me question what's gonna play out this week for him.
Huh, right?
Now
Yeah.
I'm curious. Can when we hop off, actually, can you shoot that to me
Yeah.
in our Discord one-on-one? Let's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
send it to him, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
send it to me.
Okay.
And and then we're gonna ride this wonderful wave of, ooh, I wonder.
Yeah. And then I think to end the session we should do our first pull with this with my first love deck.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be good. What would you like to read with that deck is
I
my
don't know. I'm not sure. We'll find out in
yeah.
a second. Um
Should we read about the 14-year-old's love triangle? I'm kidding. Uh, I only said that because he's standing in here and he's making weird faces at me.
That's funny.
It's
Let me get all
yeah,
these
he's
cards. Remember the base card. The first card is the baseline energy of everything.
yep, of
Rest
the
of them.
read, yeah. Thank you. And I'll report back when we hop on next week, and we'll have
Yeah.
to see how his week panned out and how
Right.
those cards correlate.
Right.
That's gonna be an interesting. You'll get like a play-by-play through the
Yeah,
week
yeah, please.
also.
That'd be awesome.
Um, yeah, it's like, hey, this card happened. This was the event. It was weird. But yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, that's wild.
Yeah.
That reading was really wild.
Yeah, that was. I did not expect, like.
I didn't expect basically most of those cards, if you want
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah, it's me neither. Me neither. A lot of them I've never pulled before, to be completely honest, in this deck.
Yeah, no. Interesting.
This one.
That was. I'm bringing him back. The child. Hey, retrieve the person, please. Oh, you were looking for him anyway. Oh, yeah, he was hiding because we were reading him, and he's not supposed to know what's happening. I didn't. This is exactly why we did not buy a 14-year-old a real butterfly knife. Yeah. Parenting decisions were made, and I am confident in my choices.
All right, hold on. So before I start, I want to actually activate this deck by
Activate your trap card.
activate my trap card
Whoa!
by imbuing it with all 4 elements real quick. So be right back.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
shit.
All right, there's
Oh,
fire
hunt.
right over there.
Go to the occult.
Hi.
Click.
Are you gonna tell me I need to buy this deck?
For me, yes. You can get. You
Are
said
you
you
actually
want to.
are you actually gonna read it?
Yeah, but it's Witcher themed.
Yes, are you actually gonna read the deck? Because what's the point of getting you cards if you won't read them?
Oh, it will, just very rarely because it's Witcher themed.
I...
Oh, you want to go at me with that little sword? Okay, hang on.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm already due.
Last but not
He's already
least,
dead.
Win.
Yeah, you have a filter on, so nobody sees what you're doing to this child right now.
Everything's upright. What is?
Nobody sees anything. Yes.
We really can't see anything.
I know, you can't even see the sword.
Yeah.
Not to the real sword.
Okay.
Oh, cheap viewers on streamboo.net.
Oh, cheap views on streamboo.net. Remove the space. Very good, huh?
I've removed his space.
All right. First shuffle. Oh wait.
Go ahead and shuffle. Well, do you know what you're reading? What are you reading? I'm curious now.
I'm going to see what my love life is looking like in the near future. That is. We're making this one about me.
Did you?
Were
you gonna pull 2 for him?
I mean, I could.
That's why I was like, I can go get yours.
Do it.
Do it. Okay, I'm going to use my
I'm a-
handy dandy assistant.
They don't have to know.
Yeah, because they're in my purse. I took them down to Texas, but I need the purple deck.
Oh, you need the purple deck?
Yeah, purple pouch, please.
Purple.
Thank you. I think that's the right one. That might be the wrong one.
This is not the Crown Royal bag, ma'am.
This might be the wrong deck. I actually probably made you grab the wrong one. Oh my gosh, and wouldn't you know I did.
Also, I found a tarot deck that's just memes.
But I am going to need this. What? I am going to say this on stream because I
like
want
the Hanged Man is a sloth.
Yes, I want this on stream only because I want the accountability. If I buy you a deck, you must use the deck.
I would. You would have to do this to me, but later. But no, I was looking for decks just out of curiosity for fun and just listing a bunch of different fun decks.
Fair. Matthew, I need you to go into my card collection and I would like you to pull out the Angel Tarot box, please. Angel Tarot, not Angel Numbers.
Wait, there's a pasta one.
The light blue box, please. Yeah, I
Alright.
know we did. I'm pretending it didn't happen.
1,
Dankeschön.
2. Hold on, wait.
You're all good. And I am also going to catch up with you because we had a slight hang up on my 50 million decks of cards here.
Alright, God. You're going to tell me what my love life
I need that
looks
for
like,
something else.
if you would, within the very near future. And I am going to set it off with 3 knocks. 1, 2, 3. Let's pull out the bottom card. And this deck, it's only upright, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at the base of the deck, it's the Knight of Wands. All right.
Okay.
First card is 7 of Cups. Third card is Page of Cups. A lot of emotions. Oh boy. Last one is 9 of Swords.
I gave you a little gambler's prayer as well. Come on, big money, talk girlfriend, no lady boy, let's go.
No lady boy. You know, we don't want a having swords, right?
Oh Lord.
So the baseline card is the Knight of Wands, fire element, representing a lot of passion, right? This guy's literally burning with passion. It's coming out of the back of his armor. He's it looks like he's hopping over I guess these flowers, making sure that they don't get trampled in pursuit of his goals and actions, which I think does make sense for me, because like the last thing that I want to do is get involved with someone and end up hurting them. But I am a very passionate person, so you know, does make sense.
Yeah.
Let's see what the book says about it. Nine of Wands. All right. Element fire, astrology, moon in Sagittarius. Oh, very interesting. No, that's 9 of Wands. Whoops.
Wrong one.
Yep.
We've been getting that one a lot though.
Yeah. Okay. Element air, air of fire, astrology, Cancer, Virgo. Keywords: travel, movement, migration. Oh my God. Change of residence, courage, taking action, clever, witty, charming, energetic, focused, spontaneous. Whatever you set your sights on, you can achieve today. This is not to say distractions and obstacles won't show themselves. They will. That's the nature of life. However, with the Knight of Wands as your avatar today, you can overcome and work around anything that gets in your way. Outside yourself, you may well encounter a Knight of Wands today, and if you do, you will be impacted. Whether this is positive or negative, that is down to perspective. When you think of charisma, presence, and mindset of this individual, you will want a slice of this pie.
Interesting.
Well, you know about me and my little trip recently. So
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, and it's very interesting that it's associated with travel and changing residence and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Next up, we get the 7 of Cups. To me, this is like, this card specifically, it feels as though that like
it's very it's very like almost philosophical, like just kind of like
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like staring into the abyss, the ether, so to say, the darkness,
Hmm.
knowing that there are options, and those options,
Aren't it?
none of them are the same. But the funny thing is that there is one in the middle of all of them. To me, that
Yeah.
kind of says the only choice that you truly have.
Ironic in the sense of I know the context.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next up,
So far,
we got
so
the
far so
Page of
good.
Cups. Hold on, let's read
Hmm.
what Seven of Cups says for this.
Hmm.
Seven of Cups. Almost went right to it. Element
I'm
water.
actually,
Astrology.
yep.
Venus in Scorpio. Venus does not do
Ooh.
very well in Scorpio, by the way.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Keywords: excess, overindulgence, gluttony, lack of morality, alcoholism, drug use or addiction, debauchery, making ill informed choices,
Holy shit, bro.
corruption, daydreaming, wishful thinking, delusion, confusion, facing a difficult choice, indecision. Even though the decision is right in front of their fucking face.
Yeah. I holy shit. I pulled cards for you, so we'll go
Yeah.
through mine after yours. I want you to connect with this deck.
While you seemingly cannot choose wisely for yourself today, letting others choose for you will leave you frustrated and annoyed with yourself. It's like a merry-go-round you can't get off, but you can. You can choose not to get on in the first place. You'll find it hard to resist the offers and temptations of the day, and therein lies your dilemma. The grass isn't
Hmm.
always greener on the other side, and once you've abandoned one thing for another, you'll not be satisfied with either. Don't say yes to someone when you really want to say no. Choose what you will do today. Choose what you won't, and be good to yourself. If they're offended, that's their issue and not yours. Asserting yourself isn't always easy, but it is your right. It's also a choice.
Hmm.
Next up,
Interesting.
yep. Next up, we have the Page of Cups.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure what pages represent in tarot. I forget, but I'm looking at this lady, and there's something very whimsical about her. She does seem like she's royalty in some sort of capacity or another, right? It's cups, so it's emotions. Um,
Yeah.
there seems to be like, I don't know, just a flower, just kind of like right over, right over there. It's kind of falling, but like it's giving spores or like with these wisps, you know.
Hmm.
Um, it's almost like magic. That's a feeling
It's
that I
kind of
get.
like a. It's kind of like just. Hmm.
Like creating a potion, you know,
Hmm.
using that
Yeah.
flower, the elements of that flower to create a potion. Um, and according to the book, um, element earth of water, astrology Libra, Scorpio, so and Sagittarius.
Oh, that's heavy.
The person that I'm thinking about right now is a Scorpio rising and has a Sagittarius sun. Um,
Huh.
Keywords: love letters, poetry, handwritten communication, new romance, love forming gently, an art student, younger sibling, school, college friend, youngster slash child. Why would the Page of Cups?
Holy shit. Sorry, there was stuff in there that you said that I was like, whoa!
uh,
Sorry, we're good. I'm back
we'll
now.
go back to your interpretation of it.
Okay.
um, why would the Page of Cups be more energetic than the other pages? She's not, but she's more emotional, and that makes her more edgy, and ready to move. She's excited and can't wait to get going, whether it's to the movies or a party, shopping with friends, whatever it is. She really, really wants to get on it. She loves what she does, and this is the energy for the day. Super. So, what have you been putting off that you should have already begun? What exciting things can wait no longer? What do you say you love and really want to do but haven't for whatever reason? No excuse today. All the stars have aligned and it's time to shine. Get out your paintbrushes, wall or canvas, hit those keyboard keys, put pen to paper, flowers, and arrange them, bake, even do a face mask, paint your nails, so long as you love to do it.
Dude, it's her.
Huh?
It's her. It matches.
Yeah.
Everything about that matches.
Yeah.
Like spot for spot. Like if we were looking at a Dalmatian, it'd be like a clone of the Dalmatian. Spot for spot.
And last off.
Why a Dalmatian?
Last off. Unfortunately for me, it's the Nine of Swords. Holy crap, the book went right to it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Elements. Okay, well, first I'm going to do my interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Anxiety. This is what this says to me. She can't rest without the idea of swords dangling over. It's kind of like the sword of Damocles. That's what it reminds me of. You know that tale?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this card reminds me of. But
it looks heavy.
Yeah, it looks heavy, but like at the same time, like I don't believe in depression, but this has depression written all over it.
A little bit, yeah.
It
looks.
I have a feeling. That this card isn't for this reading isn't for me specifically.
I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah. I think it's for a very specific person.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like you meant to read one thing, but it targeted it targeted a person.
Right.
Right.
Someone that may share the same soul as me, so technically it is a reading for me.
Technically, yeah.
Okay. So they say the message is always clear with the Nine of Swords. You are worrying about some things, and it has taken over your whole world. You cannot sleep. You are off your food. Thoughts swirl around your head like a maelstrom of angry birds. Wherever this began, or whatever was the problem, your worrying is now out of control and is a problem all by itself. I won't tell you to stop worrying because naturally you would if you could, but I will ask you to regain some perspective. If you are in a hole, you need to find a way out of it, not make it bigger. The worrying will only ease when you see a way through the maelstrom, and can only do that through a change of perspective and a way forward. The elements are Mars and Gemini.
Oh boy.
That's so funny because a little before I met her, there was like a 9-month cycle where Mars was retrograding in Gemini and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that is in her 8th house of like shared resources, karma, all that sort of stuff. Keywords: mental cruelty, verbal assault, worry, sleepless nights, harm, betrayal, mental anguish, suffering, despondency, a turn for the worse, anxiety, psychosomatic illness, despair, feeling hopelessness and helpless, nightmares, and insomnia. I need some water. Be right back.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Holy shit. That's holy shit. Before he comes back, I'm gonna say that one of the cards in my reading actually matches one of the cards that he has. One specific phrase.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think the only card in this that represented me was this one over here.
Yeah.
The baseline card. Everything else.
And
yeah. I think it targeted some very specific person.
There was a lot of and Can I ask you a question
Uh-huh.
before I dive into what I have for you?
Sure.
How have you been sleeping?
Pretty good. I've been sleeping too much. I've been sleeping way too much. Like,
Okay.
like, it's like I don't like overexert myself, and I end up sleeping like last week, uh, 12 hours, 10 hours, 9 hours, all in the same week.
You're gonna laugh at how I did this reading,
Uh huh.
and some of the cards match up and some don't.
Okay.
Um, Now I have the filter, so
Mm-hmm.
bear with me because
Yeah.
the visual of the card is not what I read in this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I'm gonna do is I'll explain the layout that I did. You had a 3 card pull or a 3 card cut, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
I did was I did similar, but
Mm-hmm.
then I also divvied under each stack and pulled a card
Hmm.
from in that stack.
Okay.
And it kind of created 2 separate readings that tie together.
Oh, interesting.
And your last card
Mm-hmm.
ties into my first card in the top row, 9 of air, which is expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights, the anxiety, the worry,
Yeah, it's the same
yeah,
card. It's the same card. Nine of Swords. Swords is air, right?
yep, yep, same card. So expecting that, like it almost continued
Huh.
your reading in a way. And then below that card, the counter of it is 10 of water, which is a contented and rewarding family life,
Hmm.
which doesn't suit this, but your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. So it's an interesting duality. So there's the main, which is what you pulled, and then there's the duality of what's wanted and what's presented
Right.
in front of this person, right?
So how would you
Um,
interpret that?
So it's like the person that this reading is targeting is echoing that your 9 of air, your 9 of swords, that anxiety is there, but it's like pre-programmed that it's not going to end well. And there's like literally like the insomnia is it keeps them awake at night. It's like a
Huh.
rumination
Right.
kind of thing,
Huh.
right?
Yeah.
But then there's the 10 of water and there's that counterbalance, right? And so this is in the bottom row
Right.
from this card. So this one is kind of like the emotional needs are met. The trustworthy relationship is there. It's like present, but because of the anxiety and the worry, that's the block. Like it's sitting right there. This is what the second person wants, second person being you.
Uh huh.
This is what the second person wants, and this is what the second person is willing to give. The first person is struggling with, that anxiety, the sleepless nights, and things like that. And then
Right.
kind of basically the self-fulfilling prophecies is almost like self-sabotage.
Right. And
Um,
and she is very well aware that she self sabotages.
I
So
mean, at least she's conscious of it, right? Like,
yeah.
there are
Yeah.
people who aren't. So yeah, that was an interesting duality, but then it leads into in my deck, the moon, which is Archangel Haniel. This is the Angel Tarot cards deck.
Mm-hmm.
So important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. This is one of those cards where it's like there's hidden forces that are kind of coming into play that aren't consciously recognized.
Hmm.
But there's also that kind of slowly letting go of the caution and the fear that causes them to hesitate. It's like more of a I guess awakening would be the better word, but it's like starting to trust the gut, starting to trust the intuition.
Oh, thank fucking
Um,
God.
Right? I was like, oh, yay, you'll love this card. But then underneath it is the Three of Fire. So the Three of Fire is representing you. Abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time, make long-term plans. So the key thing for you is that patience
Mm-hmm.
is the one that hits the hardest for me in this.
Right.
But it's also like not a bad thing. Things are on the uptick, things are on the up and up, right? And then
Right.
like the long-term plans, ironically, is kind of coincides with the move card that you
Mm.
had.
Yeah. Yeah. The Knight of Wands.
Yeah, which also, so the abundance and the make long-term plans portion of this card ties into that move card that you had.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel like this card becomes stronger as the moon card comes more into play for the other person,
Hmm.
if that checks out.
That does
And
check out.
I feel like that's already like in motion. It might be in the baby steps in the very like
Right.
preliminary stages, but I feel like it's already kind of.
Well, the funny thing is, and I think I mentioned this to you, is that
Mhm.
like on the plane ride back, even though it didn't go the way that I anticipated, I
Mhm.
still felt as though that it set forth the dominoes of making it happen just intuitively. Something
Right.
something just told me that.
Yeah, and
Um
there were a couple things that I got for you when I was reading this before while you were actually physically there. Like
mhm.
I told you, hey, take a picture of the ocean. Take a
Yeah.
picture of the beach. Go over
Yeah.
to the beach, do a reel, do a story, do something. Put it
Right.
on there.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like it's in motion,
Yeah.
basically. Um, sorry, it like created like this thing in my throat. I don't
Ooh.
know. It's okay. Um, and then it leads into the last card of the top, which is Ten of Fire. Um, also kind of relates to shit, which card was it?
I had
The
the
Ten of
the
Fire kind of relates.
well, it comes after the 9 of swords, that's for sure. Because oh no, swords is winning, never mind. Um
No, this is kind of like your Page of Cups in a way. Something in your something in your reading lines with this.
hmm.
So the Ten of Fire reads out as too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns.
Hmm.
And the stress-related health concerns aligns with, you said something about somatic health symptoms or somatic symptoms.
Um
Can't
well,
remember which card it is right now.
I don't remember the word somatic, but it's kind of funny. Um like when you do kundalini, sometimes you'll yoga, sometimes you'll get somatic release.
Mhm.
Um
Yeah.
on the flight back, like once I've like how, how do I say this? Once I said felt like the dominoes were set in motion,
Hmm.
there was this something just said, just talk to me. Like I said it aloud quietly to myself. So it begins, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and as soon as I started doing that, I started getting like this sort of kundalini like somatic release in my around like my sacral chakra.
Hmm.
But like I couldn't like fully release it there because I didn't want to freak out the person that was next to me on the plane.
That would be really awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like when I was able to get home, I was able to like fully release it. So that's pretty funny that like you brought up like the whole somatic release to a certain extent. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like that out of balance, but then like the key thing is like accepting this is in the future tense, right? And it's
right.
like the accepting help from others and then that it brought up the stress-related health concerns, but I feel like it's kind of like a negation, not actually a like problem that's gonna happen. It's more of a resolution
Oh,
of
interesting.
that.
Huh.
That's what I'm getting from the card. It doesn't read entirely that way,
That
but
way.
I'm like,
That's what you felt
but
intuitively.
this is what I'm getting, yeah.
Huh.
And it's a weird looking card. Um, Ironically enough, underneath it is the Five of Fire, which is competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. So it's so couple of things to keep in mind because
Yeah.
straightforwardness is my specialty.
Yeah.
Um, there's gonna be stuff, and I can't tell you. I get that it's gonna be like just normal growing pains. I don't get that
Right.
it's gonna be like. I don't get that it's gonna be like end all be all, right?
Right.
Um, but there's gonna be stuff where it's like, we don't fucking match on this. Get your shit together. No, you get your shit together.
Right.
Um, I feel like it's gonna be like kind of that kind of things. And then the other one is I don't feel like the other person's going to be fully healed by the time that this is fully in motion, and so that's going to create
Right.
kind of like some of that
Push
um
pull.
yeah, the discourse
Yeah.
is kind of the best word here for that.
Right.
It creates a little bit of that discourse, and it's kind of like, well, shit. But yeah, it's I don't feel like you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Yeah, it's not going to be the end all be all, right? It's going to
Mm-hmm.
be like one of those things where it's like you'll work through it, but it's going to be a bit of a ride. But I only looked at the short term, not the long term.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also the cards are saying don't give up, protect that which you've created, and have courage and believe in yourself.
Okay.
Oh
Hot
shit,
damn.
fucking filters. Yeah, filters hate me. But yeah, so it's there and it's a validation.
Nice.
So
But
yeah,
it's not the yellow screen. It's a green screen, right?
Mm.
technically mine is purple screen.
But
I
I
don't
have
know.
red screen, right? You know,
Oh
very passionate,
no,
very fire. You know, one
the
day, you
iron
know.
wall.
No, no. So yeah, that's kind of so my reading matches your reading, but it dove. English is hard. Dove a little bit for holy shit. How do I conjugate verbs? It dove a little bit into both of you.
Right.
I think I was able to kind of separate that a little bit
Hmm.
more, but um, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's interesting. We'll see how it plays out, but
Yeah. It's
that's that
crazy.
one.
It's crazy.
I agreed.
Well,
Agreed.
that was fun. That was a productive session.
I feel like
Yes,
you've significantly
you were
improved.
nailing a lot of shit today.
That's crazy.
Like
Yeah.
doing so well with.
Well, I'm gonna stay humble about it. That's how I
That
seemingly am able to channel things.
Yep.
well, and it's especially it's from the last two, right? Like
Yeah.
taking it with like from my point of view,
Uh-huh.
you're able to actually kind of you see the card and you're able how do I word it? Like be able to get the description, get the feelings, get what you're thinking
Uh-huh.
out, having to sit on it for a second. Like
Right.
last time, you definitely had to sit there, work through it. You describe the card, describe the stuff, look it up. Like
Uh-huh.
it wasn't as natural.
Right.
And
Right.
now you're actually seeing the card, you're remembering certain things, but you're also able to word out the feelings for 'em a lot quicker and easier
Right.
instead of like looking for the right word that you were doing before.
Right. Practice makes perfect, and go with it's a lot like remote viewing in the sense where uh
Hmm.
you just got to say what comes to mind, and you have to realize what's in AOL, as they would put it, and discard those. Um,
Yep. That's accurate. Um, next week, let's go ahead and focus on the clair senses and then how to utilize those in your readings. And we'll see how we can either A, use them to strengthen your card readings, or B,
Mm-hmm.
get you to a place where you can actually read without tools also.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the.
That's
It's so funny that you say that because, like, as I was wrapping these cards up, I was like, huh, these are essentially just tools
they're
to
tools.
to
Yep.
to like get from point A to point B, but you don't really need them if you're just channeling.
No.
They're
Hmm.
they're basically there to, like, I guess, spur some sort of inspiration in some regard
Right.
or another. But you
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
with remote viewing, for example, like, it's you don't have anything. You just have a blank sheet of paper, and
Yep. And you're
just
drawing
scribble.
it out or
Yeah,
scribbling. Yeah.
yeah.
And what I do, like you'll notice, I don't know if you've noticed, but like when we're doing the readings and stuff, like
Hmm.
you'll notice me kind of like look off completely away from the screen,
Right.
completely away from camera, and I'm just kind of like staring somewhere.
Yeah.
And it looks like I'm just completely gone. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but that's me getting stuff, basically. It's like I'll
Right.
just sit there and I'm like, oh, nuggets. Um, yeah. And so that's kind of like one of those things. So we'll practice that. We'll see which one, and everyone has a stronger sense. Like
Mhm.
there's a sense that you'll probably be stronger than in most of the others, which is
Uh-huh.
totally cool.
Mhm.
Um, but it's definitely something to study and to know, and it's a good point if you want to grow the ability to read without tools.
Right.
So
Let's see.
yeah,
Awesome.
good job.
Thank you. Hold on, I want
Yeah.
to fix this real quick. Maybe for the next session, I can have this.
Yep, yep. We're on a journey.
Yeah. Right. I think I need a. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna fix this. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Vanna. You are a wonderful teacher. I will
Yes.
hop into the gift card plantation once I have set this up.
Huzzah!
All right.
Perfect.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye, guys.